This is the Roulette Master, and one of my subscribers, Mickey, says he has the true Holy Grail of roulette systems, not the one that they call the Holy Grail. And I cannot wait to share this with you today. He says it is by far the best roulette system you will ever use. And that's pretty awesome. And let's find out if he's right. We're going to test his system today against another fantastic roulette system. This is the progressive recovery system. Each one of these systems is going to get 15 minutes of play time. Let's see which one makes the most money in 15 minutes. This should be awesome. And let's go ahead and place the bets. We're going to start on opposite color red for $10. And let's go ahead and spin. Here we go. Okay, that is a loss. So with the progressive recovery system, we leave the bet the same if we lose. So we just spin again at $10. Here we go. That's a 12 red. And that's a win. So anytime that you win, you're trying to get one more unit of profit. So we haven't got to $10 profit yet. That means the bet will be $10. We'll be on opposite color black for 10. And this is the system that that I showed a lot of people in Circa while we were waiting for my friend's $75,000 hand pay a few weeks back. And it's a pretty awesome system. So let's stay at $10. And again, we don't increase the bet unless we win. And then I'll show you what to do next. That's a 19 red. That's another loss. And all you have to do with this system is keep track of how many losses you've had. So let's go ahead and keep doing that. Here we go. We have 2 losses. That's a 1 red. And that's another loss. So we're going to repeat that bet. You can see we're at minus 30. We're not going to increase the bet unless we get a win. Okay, that's another loss, 18 red. So now we have 4 losses. That's all you have to keep track of. Let's just keep betting 10. All right, here we go. Sorry for the cough drop. I've been sick all week, guys, and I know it's no fun, but have to deal with it. Okay, we got to win. So we lost 4 times. So that means our bet will be $40 once we get a win. Let's go ahead and spin. Here we go. That's a 0. We lost. So when you lose with this system, you double the amount that you bet, which is, we had 40. That's 4. We go to 8. So what we do now is we go back to 10, opposite color. And remember that we're at 8 right now. That's a 26 black. We lost. So now we're at 9. We bet $10 again on red and spin. Here we go. We lost again. Now we're at 10. Okay, so let's bet 10 again on red. The cool thing about this system is even if you have 15, 20 losses in a row, you're not going to lose your bankroll. And okay, we got the win. Now we take 10 times the bet, which is $100. 10 times 10, and we'll be at a $100 bet on black. And then once we recover this, we'll be back in session profit again. But we did not, so I'll show you what to do next. So you take 10 times 2, which is 20, and then you go back to $10. Let's go ahead and spin. Here we go. That's a 15 black, and that's a win. So now we take 20 times 10, that's 200, and we'll be on opposite color red. And then if we get the win, we'll recover everything we lost plus add profit. Okay, there you go, 1 red. So once you do that, you can see we're back in profit, and then we go back to 10. Opposite color black, we're up $30. Now let's start adding $10 per spin and see how much profit we can get in 15 minutes. That's a 7 red. We start out with a loss, so we keep track of those losses. We just have 1. Let's go ahead and spin again here. Here we go. That's a 20 black, so we take 1 times 10 is 10, so the bet stays the same. Now we'll be on red for 10 and spin. Then we'll check our balance again. Here we go. Okay, that's a 24 black. We lost, so we have 1 loss. So we keep the bet at 10 until we win, and then we take the number of losses times the starting bet. It's a 36 red. We only had 1 loss, so we take 1 times 10, which is 10. You can see we're still at 30, and that means the bet stays at 10 on black. All right, here we go. Okay, we lost, so we have one loss. So we'll bet 10 again on black.
No more bets.
We have one loss. Let's see if we get two or we get the win here. Excuse me. There's one win, or a win, so we had one loss. So we take 1 times 10, which is 10. And we go to red, opposite color, for 10. Here we go. That's a 33 black. That's a loss, so we have one loss. So we'll keep betting 10 until we get a win. And hopefully we'll eventually get a win on the first spin, not on the later spins. And that's a 20 black. That's 2 losses. So let's rebet and spin. And even if we lost 20 in a row, we would not lose our bankroll. And that's a 5 red. So we lost 2, so we take 2 times 10, which is 20, and spin. Again, sorry for the cough, guys. Been sick all week with this upper respiratory infection. That's a 16 red. Okay, we lost, so we take 2 times 2, which is 4, and then we go to black for 10. All you have to do is keep track of the count of losses, and you double it if you lose on a recovery. Now we're at 5, so we'll stay on black for 10. We keep adding 1 each time we lose. That's a 12 red. Okay, now we have 6 losses, so we'll go black for 10. Here we go. Okay, so now we take 6 times 10 for our next bet, which is 60. And we'll be on red for 60, and we're at minus 10. This will get us up 50 if we get the win. I'd say 35 black, and we lost. So we take it times 2. That means 6 times 2 is 12. And then we remember that, and we go back to 10. All right, here we go. That's another loss, so we're at 13. Okay, so let's go red for 10 again. 13 losses, but we're just fine. 14 losses now, but it won't hurt us. We're just going to keep betting 10. So we're at 14. Let's see if we go to 15 or we get the win. That's a 7 red. We did not go to 15. We got to 14, so that means we take 14 times 10. That means we're going to have a $140 bet on black, and then we'll check our balance again. Here we go. And there's our recovery right there. We go back to 10. Okay, you can see we're back up $60, and we'll be on red for 10. This is the progressive recovery system. And the real genius of it is that if you lose 10 or 20 in a row, you're not going to lose your bankroll. And we'll be on black opposite color for 10 now. And here we go. That's a 4 black. And there's a win. Now we're getting up there. Now we're up $80. We'll be on red for 10 now, opposite color. All right, here we go. That's an 8 black. And that's a loss, so we have 1 loss. That's the only thing you have to do with the progressive recovery system is keep track of the losses. Okay, so there's loss number 2 right there. Okay, let's rebet that and spin. See if we get loss number 3. That's a 17 black. That's loss number 4. Okay, let's go ahead and spin again here. Okay, so we take 4 times 10, which is 40. And then we bet on black for 40. Let's go ahead and spin again here. There's our recovery right there. And if you lose that recovery, you take it times 2, and then you go back to 10. We're up $100 now. We'll be on red for 10, and let's spin. That's a 36 red, and that's a win. So we're going to be on black for 10. We're up $110, and here we go. That's a 16 red. So we have 1 loss. So we'll go to 2 now. Or I'm sorry, we'll see if we get 2 losses here. Now we stay at 10. Okay, that's another loss. We did get 2 losses. So we just continue to bet 10. Opposite color. We'll see if we get 3 here. Okay, we did not. We got the win, so that's 2 losses times 10 is $20. This is our next bet. We're up 100. If we win this, we'll be up 120. Here we go. That's a 23 red. That's great. We recovered, and we'll go black opposite color for 10. We're up 120.
No more bets.
This is a $2,000 bankroll system, and that means you could do this with a $200 bankroll if you use dollar units. There's another win, so now we're back to red for 10, and we're up 130.
No more bets.
So anybody can play this, just bet smaller units if you don't have a massive bankroll, and that's a 4 black. Okay, well, that's 1 loss. We'll see if we get a win or a loss again here. All you have to do is keep track of the losses. We have 1 so far. Now we have 2. Okay, let's rebet that. And spin. Here we go. Okay, we have 2 losses, so we take 2 times 10, which is 20. That's our next bet. And we're up 120. This win will get us to 140. And here we go. That's a double 0. So again, when you lose on the recovery, then you double it. So we take 2 times 2, which is 4. And then we go back to 10. So if we lose this one, we'll go from 4 to 5. Okay, but we got the win there, so we stay at 4. Now we take 10 times 4, which is 40. That's the next bet. We're up 110. This will get us to 150 if we get the win. And we did, so we recovered. So we go back to 10. We're up 150 now. We'll be on black opposite color for 10 here. Here we go. That's a 23 red. That's a loss, so we have 1 loss. Let's do this again and see if we get our second loss here or if we get a win. We just had 1 loss after, and we got the win, so we take 1 times 10, which is 10. That's our bet. It stays the same.
No more bets.
Excuse me. And let's see what we get here. It's a 24 black, so we have 1 loss. All you have to do is count the losses. It's super simple.
No more
And
bets.
as long as you can keep track of the losses, you're in good shape. That's a 0. That's 2 losses. So let's repeat that bet again here.
No more bets.
And spin. 2 losses so far. That's a 14 red. Since we had 2 losses and we got the win, we take 2 times 10, which is 20. That's our next bet. If we get the win here, we'll go from 140 to 160. Let's see if we can get a black number. A 0. So again, when you lose on a recovery, you take it times 2. So 2 times 2 is 4. And that means we'll be on black for 10 until we get a win. And here we go. That's a 27 red. So now we go from 4 to 5. That's 5 losses. And let's go ahead and spin again here. Okay, we got the win. So we take 5 times 10. That's a $50 bet on opposite color red. If we get the win, we're going to go from $120 profit to $170 and increase our profit. That's a 36 red, and we got the win. We recovered. Now we're up 170. We'll be on black for 10, opposite color. And here we go. That's a 1 red. So we have 1 loss.
No more
All we have to do again is keep track of those losses. These are $10 units to start, a $2,000 bankroll. You can also play this with a $200 bankroll and dollar units. And that's a win. So we stay at 10. We go opposite color red. That's because with 1 loss, you take it times 10. That stays at 10, and that's a 1 red. All right, so we're up 180. We'll be on opposite color black to try to get to 190 here. Okay, that's a 9 red. Okay, so we lost that one. We have 1 loss. We stay at 10 until we get the win. All we have to do is keep track of the losses. Here we go. Excuse me. That's a 5 red. 2 losses, so we continue at 10.
No more bets.
And even if you lost 15 in a row or even more, you'd be just fine. That's a 32 red. Okay, that's 3, so let's go back to black for 10.
No more bets.
You can see we're getting a big color streak here in red. That's a 22 black, so we take 3 times 10, which is 30. That's our next bet on red, opposite color. All right, here we go. That's a 14 red. And we recovered, so now you can see we're up 190. Let's go 10 on black, opposite color, and try to get us to 200. Here we go. And we got our $200 in profit. That's awesome. Okay, we're up 200, and we'll be on red for 10. And it's great when you can just get some choppiness and go back and forth and keep getting $10 wins as well. But we didn't get that there. That's a 6 black. So we have 1 loss.
No more bets.
All right, let's go ahead and spin again. We have 1 loss. That's an 11 black. 2 losses. So we stay on red for 10.
No more bets.
Here we go. 3 losses. That's another loss. And again, you could lose 15 in a row here. You'd be just
No
fine
more bets.
because we're not doubling with each loss. Excuse me. That's a 3 red. Okay, we had 3 losses. We take 3 times 10, which is 30. Okay, you can see we're going to go from 180 to 210 profit here if we get the win. And that's a 19 red. And we lost, so we take 3 times 2, which is 6, and we go back to 10. Anytime you lose on a recovery, you double it. Okay, that's a 4 black. So we got it. It's the win. So we take 6 times 10 now, and $60 on red will be our bet.
No more bets.
All right, here we go. We lost again. So since we lost on a recovery, we take it times 2. 6 times 2 is 12, and we'll be on red for 10.
No more bets.
All right, here we go. All we have to do is keep track of that number 12 right now, and that's a 25 red. We won, so we take 12 times 10, which is 120. And you can see the bets going up, but nothing like if we were doubling with each loss. And we lost again, so we double it because it was on a recovery. So we take 12 times 2, which is 24, and we'll be on black,
No more bets.
opposite color for 10, and here we go. Okay, we lost again, so we go to 13. So we stay on 10,
No more bets.
and our number's 13 right now. Here we go. That's a 15 black. Okay, so now our bet's going to be 130 for the recovery on opposite color
No more
red,
bets.
and here we go. And we got it. So time just expired, and we're up $120 profit with the progressive recovery system. And let me know what you guys think of this one down in the comments as usual. Now it is time for the new roulette system of the day, though. I cannot wait to share this one with you. Let's jump right in there, get started, and see if it can make more than $120 profit in the next 15 minutes. Here we go. All right, the time is finally here for the true Holy Grail roulette system by Mickey. He said this is absolutely the best system that you will ever play. We're going to start on opposite color, which would be black for $10.
No more bets.
And let's go ahead and spin. I'm going to show you what's different about this system. Okay, that's a 27 red. We lost. So he starts by going up 1 unit. So we go from 10 to 20 on black. And here we go. That's another loss. So now we're going to double the bet from 20 to 40 on black.
No more bets.
Here we go. And we got the win. So when we get the win, we check and see if we're in session profit. We are, so we go opposite color red for 10.
No more bets.
All right, and Mickey says this is the true Holy Grail, not the one that they call the Holy Grail. This is the one. So let's find out. That's another win there. We're up $20. So we'll be on black for 10.
No more bets.
And let's go ahead and spin. Here we go. Okay, we lost, so we go up a unit. So we'll go from 10 to 20 and
No more
spin.
bets.
Here we go. We got the win. So we go back to 10, and we'll be on red, opposite color for 10. We're up $30. So far, so good, but we're just a minute 15 in out of 15. So Let's see how this continues to do, but it looks really good so far. Have a lot more to share with you about this one, though. So we're going to go up a unit after that loss. Here we go. That's a 30 red. We got the win. Okay, great. So we go back to 10. We're up $40 now. Let's go ahead and spin. I can't wait to see how this does with a bunch of losses, and can't wait to share with you the rest of this system. That is a loss. We'll go up a unit from 10 to 20 and spin. That's a 29 black. We got the win. So we go back to red for 10. We're up 50. All right, here we go again. That's a 23 red. That's a win. So we'll go back to black for 10. We're up 60. And clipping right along, but I can't wait to see how this does with multiple losses. We'll see that coming up here. So make sure you stick around for this one. We're going to go up a unit from 10 to 20. Okay, that's a 22 black. Okay, so we're going to go back to red for 10. We're up 70. Here we go. Okay, that's another win. So we switch back to black, opposite color. And we're up 80. Let's go ahead and spin. And Mickey says the real genius is that, and this is how it lengthens the progression outs, because you're not always martingaling. That's a 26. That's a win. And we're up 90. Let's go ahead and spin. Okay, that's a 20 black. That's a loss, so we go up a unit. We want to keep track of our session profit. We were at 90, so keep that in mind. And you can see we lost that last one, so we go from 10 to 20, up 1 unit. And here we go. Okay, that's a 17 black. Okay, we lost, so now we're going to double from 20 to 40. Okay, let's go ahead and spin. Okay, that's a 19 red. Okay, we got the win, but we don't keep doubling, so I'll share with you that as we go through. We're up $100. Let's go ahead and put black on 10, or 10 on black, and here we go. That's a 2 black. Okay, that's a win, so we go back to red for 10. We're up $110 already. Profit's coming pretty fast with this one so far. That's a 1 red. Another win. We go back to black for 10. We're up 120. And let's spin again. And that's a loss. So we go up a unit from 10 to 20 and spin. All right, here we go. That's another loss. So now we're going to double the bet. Instead of going up a unit, we're going to go to 40 on black and spin. That's a win. So we go back to red. We're up $130 already. So don't worry, we're going to have multiple losses coming up. That's why we play for 15 minutes. And I'll share with you what to do that as we go through. That's a 13 black. That's a loss. So we go up a unit from 10 to 20 and spin. Here we go. That's a 28 black. We lost again. So now we double from 20 to 40. And let's see what we get here. And that's a 3 red. Okay, we got the win. We're up 140. But don't worry, we'll get more losses than that again as we go through. I just want to share it with you as we go through so you get a good idea of how to play it. And that's a 27 red. That's a loss, so we go up a unit from 10 to 20. And let's go ahead and spin on black for 20. Here we go. Okay, we got the win. Okay, so we're up 150. Now we'll be on red for 10, and here we go. That's a 6 black. Okay, we lost, so we go up a unit from 10 to 20. And spin. That's an 8 black. Okay, now we're going to double from 20 to 40. Let's see if we get a win here or if we go to the next step. Okay, we got the win, but we got plenty more time to test this out. So we're up 160, doing great. We're on black for 10. Okay, that's a loss, so we go up a unit. And spin, and we're at $20 right now. And that's a 23 red. Another loss. Now we double from 20 to 40.
No more bets.
And spin on black for 40. Okay, we got the win. That's a 20 black. So we go back to red for 10, and we're up 170. And here we go again. That's a 19 red. That's a win. We'll switch to black for 10. And we're up 180. And don't worry, we're only 7 minutes in out of 15. I'm sure we'll have more losses than this. And either way, I'm going to share with you everything else you need to know as we go through here and the bankroll. So we're going to go up a unit
No more bets.
from 10 to 20 after that loss. That's a 17 black. We got the win, so we go back to red for 10. We're up 190.
No more bets.
Let's go ahead and spin again. Here we go. Okay, that's a 34 red. That's a win. We'll go black for 10 now. We're up $200 already. Excuse me. That's a 35 black. There we go. That's the win. We go back to red for 10. We're up 210. But again, the real test is when we have a bunch of losses, which I'm sure we'll have in the 15 minutes. That's why we test them for longer than just a few minutes. And let's go up a unit now after that loss. So we'll go from 10 to 20. Here we go. We lost, so we get double the bet now. So we'll go from 20 to 40. And spin on red. Okay, we got it. That's a 32 red. Okay, so now all of a sudden we're up 220 and we'll be on black for 10. Here we go. That's a loss. That's a 30 red. So we'll go up a unit from 10 to 20 on black here. And here we go. That's a 13 black. That's a win. So we go back to red for 10. We're up 230. And I'm sure we'll be tested fully as we still have about 6 minutes left with this one. That's a 36 red, and that's a win. But doing great so far. We're up 240. I can't wait to share with you what we do with long losing streaks on this one. And maybe that's the starting one right there with the 0. So we go up a unit from 10 to 20. Here we go. And that's a 22 black, so it hasn't started yet. We're on red for 10 now. We're up 250. Here we go. Okay, that's a 16 red. That's a win. We'll go to black for 10. And we're up 260 now, so doing fantastic so far. But I'm sure it'll be tested fully here soon once we have a bunch of losses in a row. Right now, we're just continuing to win, so that's okay. We're up 270. Either way, I'm going to cover everything you need to know with this one. And it's another win, 36 red. We'll take it. Okay, we're on black for 10. We're up 280. We're getting close to $300 profit already. That's a 20 black. That's a win. We'll go back to red. We're up 290. And it's getting nice and choppy for us here. That's the back and forth. And that's a 3 red. That's another win. And it's great when you're playing opposite color and it gets real choppy. But eventually it goes on color streaks. And then I can't wait to share with you how this deals with that. That's a 24 black. Right now we're just taking advantage of the choppiness though. We're up 310. But make sure you watch the rest of this. We're 11 minutes in out of 15. Even if we don't get to it, I'm going to cover everything. But we might start a losing streak right here. Let's find out. We're going to go up a unit from 10 to 20. We got the win. So we go back to 10. We'll be on black. And we're up 320. Let's go ahead and spin again here. And that's another win, 22 black. We're on a roll here. But don't worry, I'll cover everything. And we're up 330. And because I want to see this fully tested in the worst conditions as well, just so we can see what happens. And right now we're just taking advantage of this chop. We're going to be on black for 10. And Mickey calls this the true holy grail. There's a loss right there. So we go up a unit from 10 to 20 and spin. See if we get black or red here. And we got it. That's a 2 black. So let's go ahead and go to red for 10. We're up 350. Let's go ahead and spin. 3 minutes left with this one. That's a 23 red. It's continuing to be choppy. I like that. We're up 360. Here we go. My goodness, it continues to chop. That's another win. We'll go red for 10 now. And spin. Here we go. That's a 33 black. Okay, there's a loss. Let's go up a unit. And we want to see where we're at. We were up 370, so let's go ahead and spin. Keep track of your session profit. Okay, there's another loss. Okay, so we're going to double the bet from 20 to 40 and spin. Here we go. That's a 31 black. Okay, now you're going to learn the rest of this. We're going to go up a unit. So we're going to go from 40 to 50 and spin. Here we go. That's a 3 red. And then now what we're going to do is see if we're in session profit. And if you're close to session profit, you want to reset. If you're not, what you want to do is you want to stay at the same bet. So if we were at 50 and we're not in session profit, you would just bet 50 again. So you can see the way that this one turned out. We went 10, and then we went 20, and then we went 40. So you can see that $50 win didn't recover at all. But when you're up a lot, I would recommend starting over when you get to this point. However, if you're not in session profit and you're a little bit off like this, you can take the $50. And so if you were off a lot, what you would do is you continue with this same amount. So let's go ahead and do that just so you can see what to do next. Opposite color, and we keep the bet the same. And remember, the last one was up a unit. Okay, so then what you would do is you would double. So because the last time you lost, it was up a unit. So we would go from 50 to 100 on black and spin. And then we got the win. If we lost there, we'd go up a unit. We'd go from 100 to 110. We don't need to because we're in session profit now. But if we lost that one at 100, we'd go to 110. If we won at 110, we would check and see if we're in session profit. If we're not, we would just repeat the same bet again. So since we're not doubling each time we lose, we're not going to go bankrupt with a bunch of losses in a row like we would if we were doubling every time. So I hope that makes sense. And the 15 minutes just expired. We made $400 profit. And the True Holy Grail by Mickey did amazing. I'm going to be using this at the casino tonight, testing it out more. I would love for you guys to test it on the app. And then if you like it, use it in the casino. If you don't, obviously don't do that. But I would love your feedback on this one, as always. And remember to send your systems in just like Mickey did to roulettemaster.c@gmail.com. That's roulettemaster.c@gmail.com. Pick a new one every single day of the week, 365 days of the year. And the search for the best roulette system possible each and every day. And this one sure looks fantastic to me, but I'll keep testing it as well. And that would be fantastic. If you're enjoying the content, please like, share, and subscribe. Let's keep growing this community of people that love roulette. And this is the Roulette Master, and have a great day, everybody.